Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my review, or really it's just my take, on this year's spooky Cider Lane candle. Yes, it's this beautiful candle with this super cool skull lid. And yeah, it is $32.50. That's something we'll also discuss. The notes on this specific Cider Lane say bone-chilling bourbon glazed apples, magical maple syrup, and voodoo vanilla. I've never burned a Cider Lane before. I had purchased it a few times a couple years back. Well, I purchased it once a couple years back, and I actually ended up exchanging it back then because I bought into the hype of it and not for what it was actually smelling like. So I don't really know if this compares to that, but let's talk about it. So the first thing we're going to discuss is this super cool skull lid. It's got this purple color that frames the skull, and it's really nice because the actual etching in the glass is on the inside, so you genuinely could use this as like a coaster or something like that, and that's pretty neat. I don't know that I'm going to repurpose them as coasters, but I don't even know what I'm going to do with them once I end up using the candles up, but it's a cool factor to it all. So the packaging itself is a luminary, and looking at it I was like, okay, how is this a luminary? No comprendo. But when I started burning it, it was a lot easier to see the luminary aspect of it. If you look at it offhand, it looks black, but it's really kind of a dark purple, the wax is. And I think this is a super cool aspect to it as a Halloween candle. The wicks on this are super duper long rope-like wicks, and I've actually had to trim this so many, like each time that I burn this I have to trim it because it gets big mushrooms on top and it just gets out of hand if I don't. So as we can see, I am about halfway through this candle, and I wanted to make sure I burned it enough to be able to have an opinion on it more than just like one or two times, because I feel like it takes more burns to be able to get an actual opinion on it. The packaging when it's lit up is super awesome for Halloween. Like this, they did a top-notch job on that part of it. The burn of it was okay. Like I said, the wicks are really long and thick, and I've had to trim them each time. And I still have to trim them each time I burn them, and I'm probably going to till it's done because they're just intense. As for the throw on this, again, I've never burned a Cider Lane candle, so I can't really compare if it's the same. I've heard that it's different even to the other Cider Lane that's released this year. Again, I can't attest to that. I have no idea. In my humble opinion, it smells pretty good. I can definitely get the glazed apple part of it. I don't get much of the vanilla, probably a little bit of the maple. In my opinion, it kind of smells more caramely than maple, but it gives it a good sweet scent to it, and I enjoy that. When I'm burning it, honestly, I get kind of a gourmand type of a scent to it. It kind of reminds me of like that hot fudge drizzle candle. I just recently burned that one not that long ago, and when this one gets really going, I can just get a really heavy gourmand scent that's coming off. I don't know what specifically is in it that's giving it that, but I'm not mad about it. The further down I get on this candle burn, the cooler the packaging looks with the luminary cutouts. I did end up picking up multiple of these this year, and I'm not mad about that at all. I'm actually pretty excited that I have more than one of these to burn, and I will probably end up carrying one over to next year just because. I don't know that I'm going to pick up, I actually know for sure that I'm not going to end up picking up the actual Cider Lane that came out in the other collection. I don't know what it's called, but the other collection, I'm not going to pick that one up. For the throw of this one, so I burned this in my kitchen on my island, and the island is obviously in the center of the kitchen, and the one direction you go, it leads into our big open living room, and if you go the other way, it leads into our dining room, and from there it leads into some smaller bedrooms. And I could definitely smell it in the dining room and in the living room. That was like a no problem for me. But usually the super strong candles that I end up burning, you can smell like in my kids' rooms and stuff, even in my own bedroom, which is the other way off of the living room. So I don't know that I would consider this year's spooky Cider Lane to be a super duper strong thrower. You can smell it, like it is definitely something that you can smell, especially in the kitchen and in the dining room and in the living room. Totally you can smell it, but it doesn't blow my socks off with how far it travels. I'm not usually someone who does any reviews on candles, so like I feel a little bit strange doing this, but I really wanted to get this out there because like this is like the coolest candle with this lid. So the price point. Let's talk about the price point. $32.50 for this bad boy, just because it has this fancy lid. In my opinion, not worth paying full price for by any stretch. So I would definitely wait till there is some sort of a sale. Or maybe if you have a coupon, I would still wait till there was a sale, because $32.50 is a really, really high price point for a 3-wick candle that it just is. I like nice luxury things and stuff like that, and I don't mind. I buy high-end makeup and stuff, so I am okay with paying higher prices for things that are worth it. Don't know that the packaging of this warrants to pay $32.50 for full price of it, but yeah. Do it if you would like. If you feel like this is like your end-all be-all thing that you need and have to get when there's no sale on it, go for it. I mean, you do you, right? Me personally, I would never do that. That is besides the point. Yes, I do own them, but I used coupons on sales and stuff like that, so I did not pay full price for them. Yeah, like I said, if you think this is super cool, maybe you're like really into Halloween or something, maybe you're really into Cider Lane, either way, whatever you're feeling about it, go for it if you want to, but for me, I would never buy it full price like that. I am going to enjoy burning these. I have, like I said, about half of this burned one left, and then I have 2 unburned ones that I have, so I will enjoy burning it and everything like that. And I really hope we don't see a lot more of these super expensive ass candles, because even if you're doing a 10 off of $32.50, that's still $22.50 for a candle. I don't know that Bath & Body Works burns good enough to warrant that price point. I just don't. I mean, I understand that every candle is going to soot and I just don't know that it's worth that. Plus, I've been hearing people have been ordering this online and receiving broken ones, and again, if you're paying this much for a candle, it should have a little bit more care taken with like the shipping aspect of things. Yeah, Bath & Body Works kind of fails on the shipping aspect of all the candles before they were having a $32.50 price point. And yes, I know you can call customer service and get it taken care of and stuff like that, but then you have to hope that when they resend you candles that those aren't going to be broken either. And I'm not buying candles just so I can call and get it made correct when they, messed up the first time. I'm usually buying them because I just want to get them, and I don't want any issues to happen in transit, and Bath & Body Works doesn't do very good with that. Yeah, so I don't usually review candles. That's just not my thing. I don't feel like I can articulate the smells of things that correspond with what the actual candle smells like. I can read the scent notes and I can be like, yeah, I smell that. But I feel like people are looking for a little bit more when they're getting a candle review. But this is my candle review on this year's $32.50 Spooky Cider Lane candle with the cool skull lid. I'm excited to finish burning that. I'm going to wait a few more weeks until September actually hits, when I will be burning more of my fall candles, to finish burning that one candle that I've already obviously burned halfway. So we're going to wait a little bit further on that, but I'm excited to be able to finish that one, burn it some more, and finish it. I don't know that you're going to be able to count on many more candle reviews from me, because I don't know that I'm a candle reviewer, but I know there's a lot of other people who do really good candle reviews, so I may just leave it to them, but I wanted to kind of get this one out there. Thank you so much for watching my Spooky Cider Lane candle review, my personal opinions on it more than anything. Alright, if you got this candle, I'm really excited for you. I hope you love it. I hope everybody has a great day. Until next time.